Welcome to your Around the Peninsula. I'm Specialist Tyler Ferris. Hookup, safety, and comms men are not common things you hear about every day. Army Sergeant Edwin Pierce tells us who they are and why they matter.
When you get on the aircraft, make sure you have at least 3.
It was the best training that I think we had since I've been here. I mean, all of us really enjoyed it. This is the first time we actually got some interaction. It was good that we got an actual helicopter. You know, everybody was positive the whole time. It was just the best training.
The UH-60 rapidly descends on its target location to secure a heavy payload where U.S. and ROK soldiers are working together to learn how to properly sling load an aircraft.
Actually, it is the first time in our battalion that we've ever done sling load training, so this is actually a landmark achievement for our company, 17th Ordnance. We're very proud, it was well planned. But right now you see the hookup man. Right now the hookup man is setting it up so that he can hook it on there. While the safety is sitting right behind him, he's holding it securely so he doesn't fall, he doesn't wobble. Right now, as you can see, they just hooked up. And right now, they're getting off one at a time. And they're getting ready to exit towards the rally point.
Yeah, so all phases of the plannings, from the planning phase through the execution phase, were all executed well. First Sergeant Cruz's team was all trained, well disciplined, so I was very, very pleased with all the training. Come to 17th Ordnance, they got it locked and cocked, ready to rock.
Now with the mission complete, the helicopter sets down its final load and unhooks for the ride home. Reporting from Camp Kwang Sari, I'm Army Sergeant Edwin Pierce.
17th Ordnance and their ROK counterparts completed the training without a single error. Getting feedback from leaders reassures service members of the mission on the peninsula. Senior Airman Kristiana Scott shows us how one key leader motivates an entire base.
For a few sailors, it's a big day.
Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I'll state your name.
And for all the sailors, it's an opportunity to hear from one of their leaders about the Navy's role in the Pacific.
What we're going to be doing out here is assuring our allies and operating forward for the long term. Building new partnerships where it matters and when it matters out here.
And since the Navy's mission is steady here on the peninsula, Admiral Greenert is honored to leave it in such capable hands.
I got nothing but positive reviews from our allies here and from in Japan, so our sailors are doing terrific. So we have an important job out here, each and every one of us, and I want to thank the sailors and especially their families for supporting us out here.
Senior Airman Kristiana Scott.
Thank you so much.
Chinhae, Korea.
This concludes Admiral Greenert's trip across the Pacific. May is not only known for paying tribute to American heroes, it's also the month to observe a heritage found right outside your front door. Senior Airman Destiny Chavez introduces us to a family that shows the true meaning of Kachi Kapshi Da.
May is Asian Pacific American Heritage Month, and at Camp Humphreys, this means opening its gates to let the culture in. Springfest brings two cultures together to promote a better understanding of each other.
I think this is great. Just love to see people enjoying, and love to see Emily and Oscar enjoying. And we all the time say Kachi Kapshi Da, but this is the perfect opportunity actually demonstrating it. You know, we inviting neighbors and get together. I think it's a great way to build relationship and friendship between Americans and Koreans.
This is an action the Abril family holds close to their heart.
I'm Caucasian, and the wife is Asian, and she's originally from Korea, and our kids are biracial in that aspect, and it's really great to come here and be able to enjoy some of the traditional shows that they put on today. Our kids are learning a lot from it, and it enhances their understanding of what their culture is.
For the Abril family and the many other Korean-American families on the peninsula, events like Springfest help them learn and understand each other's culture.
Yeah, I think it's really important for Emily and Oscar to know their culture because they are 50% Koreans. So it is really important. And events like this, I can show them the way of a Korean culture. So.
Senior Airman Destiny Chavez, Camp Humphreys, Korea.
Camp Humphreys Springfest featured 14 traditional Korean performances. When two people enjoy each other's company, it usually helps if they speak the same language. Senior Airman Michael Watkins shows us how soldiers from Suwon Air Base overcome this obstacle.
These volunteers don't speak Korean, but they found a few ways to entertain kids from the House of Dreams orphanage, like cotton candy, face painting, and a bouncy castle.
I think it's amazing that we're actually doing something for the community around here. I mean, back home I used to volunteer all the time, and coming here and being able to volunteer with the kids, it makes me feel really good, and it's something that's good for our battalion in general.
The biggest challenge of the day was understanding each other.
And they start from, was it the line, Bob? Yeah, that second line right there.
There were language barriers between us, but we could still communicate with each other.
But no matter what language you speak, every kid knows how to have fun.
The orphans came and it was so fun. I wish the orphans came every day.
It means a lot for the kids to come out and see friendly faces.
I have a lot of good memories here, and I'd like to thank the commander who invited us.
With most of the soldiers in Korea being away from their families, this really hits home for them too.
We're the Army, we're one big family, you know, so make our family one with their family, you know, be their family for a day or so.
Senior Airman Michael Watkins, Suwon Air Base, Korea.
The orphanage visit was hosted by the 652 Battalion. Police Week is a time where military police and security forces around the world celebrate their career and sacrifice. Air Force Staff Sergeant Will Bracy shows how the 8th Security Forces Squadron celebrates at Kunsan.
It's 3 miles of pushing, skill, and teamwork. It's the 8th Security Forces Defenders Challenge.
Defenders Challenge is an opportunity for our airmen to come out and show off their skills and build esprit de corps and kind of lay out some bragging rights within the unit.
Teams of 4 compete to see which is the fastest and most efficient team that can make it through 6 events. Lieutenant Colonel Nathan Schalles, the 8th Security Forces Squadron Commander, nicknamed Sheriff, says he enjoys watching his defenders in action.
Oh, it's awesome. You know, watch these guys come out here and the motivation they show and the skills they show. You know, the hustle they show, even though it's hot outside, you know, the low crawling through everything, sweating their butt off and running long distances. They've done very well. I'm really proud of them.
After a little food, fun, and a tradition called shooting the sheriff, they announced the winners.
The winners of Defender Challenge was the staff.
The winning team have their names on the Defenders flag until their next Defenders Challenge. Air Force Staff Sergeant Will Bracy, Kunsan Air Base, South Korea.
The next Defenders Challenge will be in 6 months to allow incoming airmen to participate with the Wolfpack. The pack-wide softball tournament is a 4-day-long event on USAG Yongsan. Katusa Corporal Mckiever squats behind the plate to catch the action.
The Wildcards are the defending champion in the intramural league of the pack-wide softball tournament. But for one player on the team, this is a brand new experience.
I've only been in the Army for 3 years and I played softball a little bit, but you know, this is the biggest tournament I've ever been a part of. A whole bunch of teams from Hawaii, the States, out here, all in Korea and Japan. It's a fun tournament. I think everybody should do it if they get a chance. We're just having a lot of fun. 4-day weekend, no work. I enjoyed the whole atmosphere out here this weekend.
After 3 days of non-stop softball, the Wildcards reached the championship and met Suwon. In the first few innings, things weren't turning out so well until one player had a lucky at-bat.
Right before the 6th inning, I was feeling kind of nervous because it was 5-5 and our bats weren't warming up pretty good. But then Chief Reynolds hit a grand slam, and after that, our bats just woke up and it was all she wrote after that.
The Wildcards were on fire and Suwon's defense started to falter. The Cards seized this opportunity to score 16 runs, which determined the game.
Playing in the pack-wide was a new experience for me. Playing 24/7 for the 4 days, my body's beat up, I'm tired, I'm hungry, I just want to go to sleep. But it feels good to win the championship at the end of the 4 days.
The Wildcards went home as back-to-back champions with plans to return next year. Katusa Corporal Mckiever, Yongsan, Korea.
The Scrapulators and Gyeongnam won the championship in the men's and women's league. That was your Around the Peninsula for Thursday, May 30th. From all of us at AFN, enjoy your evening.